Hey busy girls, I am super excited about what I'm going to teach you today. It's organization! And so here's the thing. I can teach you all about branding, all about marketing, all about how to run a business, but if I don't show you how to make it effective and efficient and fast and organized, then it's just gonna feel like it's a never-ending process. Let's dive into Evernote. So I want you to go to evernote.com and I want you to sign up for a free account. You aren't gonna need an upgraded account until you get to that point. So sign up for a free account. And I'm gonna show you one more thing. I also want you to, I actually would really like you to go over here and download Evernote. Because the great thing about Evernote is you can use it on the internet. Like literally you could go to a public library and you could log into your Evernote. But I love it when it's downloaded on my computer. And it looks a little bit different on internet and a little bit different on each computer with different operating systems. So this is what it looks like when it's on the computer. Then I'm just gonna show you how I operate it when it's on my desktop. See, it looks a little different. And I do have an upgraded version. So there's just a couple of functions that I have, like I can highlight things yellow and stuff, or I have more storage. Okay, so here's the basic rundown on Evernote. We have notes and notebooks. So a note, it's like having a notebook or a folder and then putting pieces of paper into it. So think of it like that. So let's look at notebooks first. Got a lot. I think I have like 95 notebooks. And mine is not very organized at all. I could have it way, way, way more organized. But you know, when you first start something, you don't know what you're doing. So let's look at one of my notebooks. There's one for the Pumpkin Palooza cookbook that I made. And so these have just, each note has a different recipe, okay? And so some of my coaches were helping me with this, so we put their name in front of that and then we shared a notebook so they knew who was supposed to do it. So let's look at some other ways I use it with coaching. So I'm searching in the notebook search. If I searched in the note search, then that would not bring up notebooks, it would bring up notes. So you can see I'd get suggestions and then notebooks and then tags, but I want notes. And I want this Challenge Your Journey, Challenge Your Email series. So this is just one way that I use Evernote. I will take, if I create a templated email series, then I will take that and I will order it and then I will put it in Evernote. And so what you'll see is that there's different ways to kind of make it so that it's ordered by, sort by title. So you want to make sure you know how you're sorting it. And so by doing a hashtag or a 0 in front, and then whatever you're numbering it, like #1, then it's going to go in better order, because what will happen otherwise is, see how this is 1, 1? If I just labeled it like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it would go 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, when we wanted to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's why you would put that kind of precursor hashtag, or a 0 would do the same thing. So I also have in here, this is something that's cool on the premium one, is I can highlight all my notes and then I can, what I did is I did Command A, and this is because I have the premium version, and I can do create a table of contents, which is pretty cool. So that's not on the free version, but just to let you know, that is on the free this one. And so then I have a table of contents right here. So what would make sense is if I did a hashtag so it showed up at the top. So there we go. So then I want to go, welcome email. The second one, however you want it. And that just ordered them how I had already ordered them. But if you don't have the upgraded version, then you can just color your text something like red. So then you can see, anything in red, then that would need to be changed. So right here, I would change their name, and then I would look through their goals and remind them of a goal, because that's really important that they stay, intact with their goals. You can take a picture of yourself. You can add an attachment file, like a Word document or Excel sheet. You can add a voice recording, which is pretty cool, which is what I did right here. And you can, of course, add a picture. So that would be if I did an attachment and I wanted to add a picture. I'll just show you. I'm going to undo that. So that's pretty cool that it has all of that. And then you can do little bullet points. You can do check boxes. So kind of like a to-do list. You can number things. So it's got a lot of functionality and a lot of organization. If I wanted to share this note, I can type in somebody's email right there. And if they're using Evernote, or they're going to, I send it that way. I also can do manage notebook permissions, post public link to, copy public link, So now I have a public link to this note, and I can do the same for a notebook. I'll put it in here, and then if I send somebody that link, it would give them this note. Now if I wanted to do the notebook, then I would go out to the notebook and I would send the notebook that way. And that's how I send the whole notebook. But if I wanted to send the note, let's see, then I would go out to the notebook and I would do manage notebook permission, and I would get the link that way. So this is one way that I use Evernote. This is the notes again, this is the notebooks. I search for notebooks here, I search for notes here. I don't tag things a lot, but I really, really need to. So to tag things, I would just go up here and I would do challenger, and then customer, coach, email, convert, series, maybe email, series. So then it's just going to search better, and I can look at the tags like that. But I don't tag a lot just because I don't, but I need to, because once again, I'm setting myself up for better future success, not getting frustrated when I'm not searching the right terms. Okay, like if I needed a link to something, but I had labeled the title website, then when I searched link, it wouldn't help. But if I had tags and I said website link, that kind of thing. All right, so this is, I think this is enough to show you how Evernote works. Like I said, this is the one that's downloaded onto my here. You also can do a work chat. So I sent a lot of notebooks. This is when I shared it with my team, but if they were going to, most of them aren't writing back to me. None of them are. But if we were, then we could chat like that. That's not what we do. Okay, so let's go and look at aNote. So I want you to go onto your iPhone to the App Store, and I want you to download aNote. So it's this, it's Awesome Note 2. You're going to download it. I think it's $2.99. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go to the gear at the top left and go to Sync, and then click on Evernote, yes, and go to Account and fill out your account. It's got to be the same email, your Evernote password and everything, and then you'll sync it. But so what this is going to do, it's not going to sync everything that's on Evernote to here. It's only going to sync what you have, what you're going to add onto Evernote. Or sorry, on aNote to Evernote. So what I'll show you what I mean by that. I made this folder. It comes with a couple of folders like to-do lists and that kind of thing. So all these other ones I added. So I have this test folder, and I'm actually going to do another one for you. So what I want your assignment is going to be for this lesson is to set up an Evernote and set up an aNote. Download them both and get them synced, and then you're going to make a couple of introductory folders. So you'll make a folder that says add. So this is folders. So first of all, go to the bottom and do a group folder and have it say posts, my posts or something like that. And then you'll go to the plus sign and you'll make a new folder. And so I want you to do one that says custom quote graphics. And then I want you to make another one that says ads. So you'll go to the bottom, make sure it says sync this folder, and then done. And you can change the icons and stuff like that. But so it's right here. If I wanted to change where it was, then I would go here and I would just drag it all the way wherever I wanted it. Okay. The reason that we are using aNote and Evernote, one is because I'm going to show you the Evernote app. I just think it's a little more confusing. It looks like this. It's not as broken down. You'll see how Evernote looks. You can still search it, but it's not as visual. It's not like in little boxes. I just think it's a little bit less user-friendly as an app. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here, and you see at the top left, it says downloading note up here. And so what we'll do is with the custom graphics, with the custom graphics, you're just going to go and do a plus sign, and you're going to find one of the graphics you made. You're going to push the paperclip icon and the camera icon, and if you have not downloaded your picture, if you made it on Canva, because you should have made a quote on Canva and then some quotes on WordSwag. So if you have ones on Canva that are in your Dropbox, or if they're just on your desktop, you need to put them in Dropbox, download them from Dropbox to your camera folder, and then you're going to find a custom graphic that you made. I don't have them right here. So let's just say it's this one, okay? So then I would title it something like out on a limb, and then what you're going to do, and I want you to do, is I want you to take all of the graphics that you made. I want you to put them in here like this, give them a title, and then I want you to write the post and just make it with graphics. I mean, you can use graphics as a launching point for your story, or you can just make it cute. Like, I wouldn't just repeat what the graphic said, go out on a limb. I would just say like, today is stretching me. I am, I've been taking risks. I'm basically hanging from the limb. How about you? Are you playing it safe or stretching yourself? Something like that. And so I would type that in, blah, 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 blah. And you can even make pretty cool voice notes. I push the paperclip so I could leave a voice note and say, I am making a voice note while I make a video about making a voice note. Done. So once again, this would be something that would be good if you were sharing these folders with an assistant or a teammate and you wanted them to hear what to do. So let's go back and just see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like when it's in your folder. And I can show you a folder that has a lot of different notes. So these are some of these are posts that I was like, okay, this is a good picture. It's gonna make a good post. So I would upload just the picture. Let's say I know tonight I need to post a invite to coaching, but let's say it gets really crazy. So what I can do is I'll go in here and I will download this image, and then I will go and I will select all, except I don't want the hashtags, and I'll copy, and then I would just go to Instagram. There's the picture already, and then I would paste, and then, I want to read over it first to make sure. See, I said February 29th, and that's past the date, so I would change all of that. I would change that earlier, actually. And you could highlight that if you need to show, like, that's what I would do. I would actually highlight it yellow. That's what I should do to show, change this. And then all I'd have to do is okay. And then boom, I just made a challenge group ad invite in like no time at all, because I already had this nice collection of them. So go ahead and do this. Go ahead and download aNote and set it up and sync it. Go ahead and download Evernote and set it up and sync it. Take all of the graphics that you have made during this Method Academy and organize them. And if you have, you can make other folders too, but don't go wild, because I'm going to show you specific folders I want to have you do. But if you want to make like a grocery list or you're working on a project, go ahead and do that. But don't go too far into it, just because we're going to be setting up specific folders in the next lesson.